We are back again for the Haas series. If you didn't see last episode, make sure you go check it out now. It was a really good one. We were in Kota in our home Grand Prix, and we won it. We won it behind the safety car in the weirdest of circumstances. I didn't know you could end a race like that in this game, but we did. So we won it behind the safety car with Pierre Gasly, making the overtake literally 5 seconds before the safety car came out. So it was perfect timing, I guess you could say. And he's given us a slight chance at a potential, I say potential because it is still a long shot, P3 in this championship. 47 points is the difference between the Mercedes. If we somehow get another race win, somehow get another podium, maybe good double points finish, we could be on the tail of Mercedes going into the last 2 races. You never know. The chance is there. And he's also given himself a strong shout for P5 in the Drivers' Championship with a nice little gap to George Russell. So I'll tell you what, P5 in the Drivers' Championship, potential P3, there is still a lot to play for. And also, long-term objective, I'm not sure where do you find it? There it is. Long-term objective. Score podiums in 25% of this season races. We scored 5 out of a necessary 6 so far. So if we can get that 6 out of 6, we'll be considered a podium contender. We'll get that objective done. We needed that done for next season. So 1 more podium this season, and that'll be complete. And I'm sure our team will be getting higher prestige. All right, we got our first rear wing research project back. But we're doing a lot more research this season for next season's car than we did last year for this season's car. So I'm hoping with the more research that we're doing, we could be a front-running team at the start of next year. And seeing how we're ending this season as well, I think we're outperforming our car. But the way we're finishing this season, I have really high hopes for next year. I think we could be in the battle for the Constructors' Championship, potentially a Drivers' Championship for Pierre Gasly or Kevin Magnussen. Maybe Kevin Magnussen gets his act together and gets some points next year. But you can see this big research upgrade that we got back for the rear wing. We've also just started a new one. It's quite a minor one for the suspension. Just got 1 engineer on it. Just thought I'd put a few hours here and there. Once the side pod research come in, we get 3 more engineers back, and the front wing. Then we'll put on some more as well. But I mean, it's looking promising. It's looking promising. Mexican Grand Prix, heavy rain. That's what we like to see. That'll mix it up a bit. A strong Q1, P7 and P8, exactly the same times. Vettel actually doing better than Bottas for once. That's a sight to see. I'm so glad we didn't pick up Sebastian Vettel after seeing what he's done this season. It does still say soft compound tyres. I did see rain though on the radar. Maybe it's going to rain straight away. So we're going to pause it. And we're going to have a look at the radar. 5 minutes for rain. Okay, yeah, let's get our laps out early. We're going to do... We're going to use the use set. I think we can qualify the use set. I don't think we're going to have to use the new set. So we're going to send him out early because the rain is coming. So let's be the first ones out. Gasly, get on out there. Magnussen, get on out there. Give ourselves a bit of room. So we're the first 2 out. Now we need the rain to come down very, very quickly. No one else has got out yet. This is very weird. No one else has got out. This is very good, actually. This is very good. As we're going to round the final corners, we've got a full lap on the dries completed. Rain is in 2 minutes. Leclerc's come out. Now the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton comes out and the rain started. I think they've done this too late. They have done this way too late. Russell hasn't come out yet. Russell could be knocked out in Q2. Bottas and Alonso are going to be safe along with us and Magnussen. This is really weird. I don't know why they didn't come out early doors. Some people going out on inters. Now they're coming out on inters. It's right around that mark where... do you want to go on inters or softs? But you have to go on inters. I think Hamilton could be in big, big trouble here if it keeps raining hard. Hold on a second. Gasly's going to top Q2. We're going to get second with Magnussen. And we've saved 2 sets of softs. Russell now out. Hold on a second. Both Mercedes drivers could be out. Oh, Russell! He just makes it in. Both Ferraris could be out. Both Ferraris are out. I thought Russell was going to be out as well. Hamilton down in P15. Verstappen P14. Both Ferraris P12 and P13. What is going on? Perez has made it into P5. He's through. Russell sneaks into P10. If he would have finished below the AlphaTauri, that would have been beautiful. Oh my goodness me. Genuinely, we could be in for another race win this weekend. Hopefully it's not soft tyres. Hopefully it rains straight away again, because I think Perez is going to take pole very easily. Russell probably P2. But we could lock up that second row of the grid. It's going to rain again. It's going to rain again. The Alpines got out early. They know what they're doing. We're going to send both our drivers out early. So we're going to try and get our laps in. The Gasly's out. Magnussen's out. Alonso's out. Perez and Russell are still not out. They're still not out. Oh no, we're going to get held up. That's going to ruin our lap. Now they're out. Rain. We need rain. Rain. We can get P1 and P3. The rain has started. Come on. We're going to be P1. We're going to be on pole position with Pierre Gasly. Unfortunately, Magnussen couldn't lock out that front row. I don't know what the big teams are thinking. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know how it's going from dry to wet so quickly. I really don't. But I don't care. We're going to take pole position in Mexico. We're going to take P3 with Kevin Magnussen. All the big teams are going to be down there. George Russell in P9. Perez in P8. We're starting on pole with Alonso, Magnussen, Ocon, Albon, Vettel, Tsunoda is the top 7. What? This is absolutely crazy. I could not expect this before the weekend. The big names, there's no big teams. No one from the top 3 teams is in the top 7. Explain that. How does that works? So Perez has got a penalty as well. He's going to be even further down. I'll tell you what. George Russell's going to get promoted all the way up into P5 because of all these penalties. That's a little bit annoying. But that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy how that qualifying's gone. George Russell's going to be up at a P5, so we're going to be fighting him in the Grand Prix. It's going to be heavy rain, so it's going to be a wet race. This is going to be a lot down to strategy. Can we get... Oh, we'll chuck on the hards. Why wouldn't we chuck on the hards? Just chuck on the hard tyres, and we'll get to the rain. Yeah, why not? You could probably do it with the mediums, to be honest. Maybe if we do it with the hards, just to be safe. Let's see what the mediums... Mediums will get you... Oh, yeah, we'll do it with the mediums instead. We'll chuck on the medium compound tyre. And we'll get to the rain. Hopefully teams go onto the softs. Maybe they go onto the softs. I'm not sure what the strategy is. But we'll get going early doors. Make sure we're going to attack off the start. Hold on to that P1. Potentially get Magnussen in the P2. And we kind of ride off into the sunset before the rain comes. And now it's almost we don't want a wet race. We kind of want a dry race because of where we started on the grid compared to everybody else. So Russell is up into P5. We are away. A good start is needed for Pierre Gasly. He does get one. Magnussen also gets a pretty nice start indeed as he's getting that toe from behind his teammate. He's going to go round the outside of Fernando Alonso. It's P1 and P2 after the first corner. Come on. Up we go. Let's push on a bit. Let's see if we can pull away from Fernando Alonso. Get out of his DRS. We've done it already. Oh my goodness me. This could be an absolute phenomenal race. We've got to pull that distance before the rain. Magnussen, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. But we need these two to work together. That's all that we need. Work together. Save your tyres. And this could be a very strong race. George Russell, he's down to P6. He's made a mistake. We haven't pulled away in this Grand Prix as well as I'd hoped. Not at all. Ocon is right in our back. Is he on the softs? No. Ricciardo's the only one on the softs. Everybody on the mediums. Hopefully they pit right before the rain actually comes. Yeah. We're going to lose the lead of the Grand Prix. Good time to do it, Esteban. Because we'll take it right back down the straight. No, we'll do it just before... and be a bit of a donut, as Kevin Magnussen likes to be sometimes. Gasly needs... all this fighting is helping everybody behind. This is very frustrating. Who's got the DRS? Is it the Alpine? Or is it Magnussen? It's the Alpine. That's a little bit frustrating. Can we take back our 1-2? Well, no, don't hit the wall. He didn't hit the wall. No! Why?
Copy.
He's dropped all the way down to last! All the way down to last! Oh, with P17, that's basically last. Oh my god, the battle against Mercedes. You've thrown it away, you dummy. You absolute donut. Oh my gosh, Kevin Magnussen, what have you done to me? You absolute dummy. I can't believe he's done it. Oh my goodness me. All right, focus on Gasly now. Perhaps we could pull away from Esteban Ocon. Let's get out of his DRS. We should be able to get out of his DRS pretty easily now that we've got ahead. All right, now that Gasly has no one to fight with, he should be all right. He should be able to just kind of breeze away and run his own race. But he's got Verstappen, who is closing in on Ocon. But let's try and create a gap before the rain comes. How long have we got? We've still got quite a while. We've got to be careful on the tyres. So we're going to go light in the tyres for Magnussen, just so he makes it. Gasly for now will keep on standard. How's everybody else doing on their tyres? They're doing just fine. We're interested to see, our car's going to pit before the rain. If they pit before the rain, this could be an easy race win. If it could have been a pretty easy one too, if Kevin Magnussen didn't decide to lock up and go straight on. The problem is, cars behind, when they get DRS, they kind of work together. That's how they caught up, and the Alpines are doing exactly that. They're catching up to Pierre Gasly. Gasly's going to have to try and push that little bit just to get out of that DRS range again, as the Alpines have closed it down. I'll tell you what, they're going to be all over the back of Gasly very, very shortly. They're all already over the back. Okay, this has not worked as well as we had hoped. Verstappen's going to breeze past. We've lost the Grand Prix lead. Wet weather. Here we go. Okay, everybody stayed out. So it's starting to rain now. We've lost positions. All right, we're going to go attack mode. Probably shouldn't, actually, because he might skid out. Magnussen, where is he? Fudge! 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 We could have pit him. He would have gained so much time. We should have... Oh, my gosh, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Everybody's going to go into inters. It's wet tyres. I think everybody's going to go onto the wets, actually. We could have gained a lot of time with Magnussen. All right, wet tyres, we go. We're going to push. Holy cow. We did not see that. He's minus 1.6 kg in his fuel. Cars come in. Everybody's going to be sliding all over the place. I don't think anybody's coming yet. Everybody comes in. Perez stays out. Perez has just bottled any chance of him winning the race. He's already been caught up and overtaken before he comes into the pits. Verstappen's dropped a load of places. I don't know how he's dropped that far. If we would have came in earlier for Kevin Magnussen, it could have been a special day for him. But we didn't. So we screwed that one over. Magnussen out in P17. I mean, we're in for a race win again. We're in for a race win. This time against an Alpine. Russell's doing well. Hamilton's doing well. I don't think that gap to Mercedes is going to be closing anytime soon. But there is still chance for a weather change. Potential chance for a safety car. I'm sure of it. Because I'm sure there'll be a safety car at some point in this race with this wet weather. Tell you what, now's a good time to go for the move. Tyres overheating. I don't care. We got to get a move on Esteban Ocon to take the race lead. We can do it down this next straight. We saved up some ERS. We're about halfway through in this Grand Prix. We could actually get back-to-back wins with Pierre Gasly. He's on absolute fire at the end of this season. We're going for the overtake. It looks like the rain is slowing down a little bit. Can we get the move done at the end of this straight? It's a very long straight. We don't have the top speed for it, but there is another overtaking zone right here. We're right in the tail of the Alpine. Can we find the grip? Down the inside we go. Perfect. Okay, now we got to try and pull away. We got to try and pull away from Ocon. Have we got the move complete? No, we haven't. They're going side by side. It's almost complete. It is now complete. Okay, we've got past Esteban Ocon. Push a little bit. Pull away from Ocon. And gain that advantage out in front. Magnussen, he's in his own little world. Poor fella. He's absolutely out of this Grand Prix. But Gasly can pull away in P1 now and create an advantage. Look at that. He's already pulled a gap from Esteban Ocon. So, doing well. Just please don't mess up. Do not mess up. We've got the gap that we need and we've got ahead of Ocon. Verstappen's just eating away at our lead. He's going to catch us. He's going to catch us. I'm telling you. He's going to catch us. I'll tell you what. It's getting drier and drier, but there's more rain coming. Do not switch on to the dries. I don't think the AI is going to. We're definitely not. Oh, there you go. Holy shit. Holy shit. We might even have to go back onto the wets at this rate. I say stay on the inters. I say stay on the inters. We'll see what other drivers do. I don't think anybody else is going to go onto the wets. Surely they're not. It is wet territory. Hamilton decides to go onto the wets. Okay. Hamilton taking a risk. Magnussen's spinning. It's been an awful, awful day for him. He got back into a battle as well and he spun. He's had an absolute tragic day. I feel bad for him. I tell you what, we should be looking at Magnussen and being like, do we keep him on the team next year? Holy shit, that's not good. That is good though. Hold him up. Thank you. Let's see what Verstappen does. Is he going to come into the pits? Please come into the pits. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't. He stays out. Is it just Hamilton that went onto the wets? It is. Russell's going onto the wets as well. Have Mercedes had an absolute blunder? I think they've had a nightmare. It's not going to rain long enough for the wets. Have we just been saved a lifeline by Mercedes? And they're going to score a lot less points than they should have in this Grand Prix. They might only score a couple of points. If they only score a couple of points, we can close that gap down big time. Unfortunately, we've got Max Verstappen all over the back of us, meaning that we're probably not going to take the race win, but there is still 18 laps to go, and we are leading the Grand Prix, so you can't rule it out just yet. The rain has stopped. Verstappen is all over the back of Gasly. I'm sure DRS will be enabled in a few laps' time. If we can time this pit stop perfectly, we could win this Grand Prix and we could potentially get points for Magnussen and we could close that gap down to Mercedes because they've had a horrendous race so far, unless they time it perfectly. Maybe they time it perfectly and get back. Please, no mistakes. Please, 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 please. I'm begging you. No mistakes from either driver, especially Pierre Gasly, who is under a huge amount of pressure from Max Verstappen. Hamilton spun. See you later. But we are holding off Verstappen for now. The track is getting drier. It is not dry enough just yet. It's not dry enough for a pit stop. It's only cloudy. It's not sunny. When the sun starts to come out, I think that's the time to go onto the soft tyres. Are they saying potential rain? Potential rain. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I don't want to be the first ones in. I do not want to be the first ones in. Okay, Gasly's got a whole lap to go. Do we come in now for Magnussen? Do we come in now for K-Mag? Do we risk it? What's Norris doing? Norris is staying out. The track's not drying up enough. It's not drying up enough. There's another driver locking up. I'm not sure who it is. The track's not dry enough. We can't come in yet. Now we got to make a decision. But guys, it says it might rain. This is what I'm confused about. Oh my gosh. I don't think we could pit him. I genuinely don't think we could pit him already. We've got 10 laps to go. Verstappen all over the back. We can't pit him yet. We're going to keep him out. We have to keep him out. We'll throw away a potential podium. Potential good points. Verstappen's in. Shit! Shit! Shit, shit, shit! He's taking a gamble. He's going on to the softs. Oh, should we have pit him? Should we have pit? Oh, no! Please rain. Please rain. Oh, everybody's coming in now. Everybody's coming in. We might have made an error. We might have made an error. Gasly, you're coming in this lap. Gasly, oh, Verstappen's come out way ahead. Way ahead. We made a huge mistake. We should have boxed earlier. I've had it in the past where I've boxed too early. I've had it where I've boxed too early, and I didn't want to do that again. But I did it. So I didn't do it. And that's where I've lost it here. Magnussen, we should have taken the gamble. We should have taken the gamble with Kevin Magnussen. Why didn't we? Why didn't we take the gamble with Magnussen? He had nothing to lose. That was the only way he was coming back. Oh, Russell into the pits. It's P14. Get this overtake on the Alfa Romeo. It's P13. He's not going to get into the points either. Shit! Shit, shit, shit! Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. Oh, could have been a race win potentially. Oh, well. Let's just get to the end of the Grand Prix. Hold off in P2. Magnussen, I don't think he can get through. Can he get through? No, he can't. You got Zhou and Norris. Hold on. Let's not rule him out yet. He is chopping that time down. Let's tell him to deploy some ERS.
4 laps to go.
Gasly's just going to hold on. I say just go standard. Please just don't crash the car, lads. Bring it home. The fuel is all good. A P2 is actually a really, really solid result. 18 points gained on Mercedes. It's just a shame Magnussen couldn't get into the points. He couldn't find a way into the points. But it is going to be P2 and P12. I mean, we're in the final lap now for Max Verstappen. I'll tell you what, we're actually going to lose a place to Valtteri Bottas. Unless Magnussen can get it back, I don't think he's going to be able to. We're going to tell him to attack at the final lap. Potentially he could, but I think Bottas has got past. So it's going to be P2 and P13. More importantly, neither Mercedes driver scored a point. 0 point for Mercedes. Did we take fastest lap? We should have actually went for it with Magnussen. Yeah, no, we didn't. Sergio Perez did, unfortunately. We should have actually timed it. I don't know why we didn't go for it. I was not thinking. If we go for the fastest lap, we save up some ERS, but we didn't. Anyway, the gap between Mercedes is now 29 points. That looks a lot more achievable with two more races to go. Could we still do it? If we would have got another 7 points, it would have looked even better. But the chance is still there. We could still do it. We've got another podium, so we've done that goal. Gasly's somehow closer to the Perez. He's not going to catch him. But 182 points this season. It's been an unbelievable season. Verstappen basically wins the championship. I think it's still mathematically possible that Leclerc can come back, but Verstappen is going to win it unless he has an absolute howler in the last 2 races. Magnussen really not pulling his weight. If he was pulling his weight, we could have taken P3 in the Constructors. We've made too many mistakes this season, which has cost us. If we didn't make these mistakes, we could definitely be P3. Not just now, but I'm talking about earlier in the season as well. We mentioned it. But 2 races to go. 29 points is the gap. We could do it. We could do it. We need another couple of worldy races from Gasly. And we need Magnussen to pull his weight and outscore the Mercedes drivers as well. It could be done. It could be done. If you are excited for the next 2 episodes and you did enjoy this one, make sure you go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.